So they say Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics intentionally sabotaged the Boston Garden Arena just to win that game 6. Hmm. Okay. They also say Larry Bird couldn't play in today's NBA. The same person that had to reconstruct his mentality in order to get over every obstacle that he had to get over that was basically trying to stop him physically, the Heat. He had to get over that obstacle that everybody else couldn't get over just to get that win and carry his team on. That's the same person that they say can't play in today's NBA. You know, I'm so glad here in this Larry Bird community, we not delusional. I'm so glad we know how to keep it real. You know, I don't get them. I don't get these other fans of other NBA players that speak against Larry Bird. You don't gotta think he's the greatest of all time. But don't sell him short of anybody else just because you like the fact that they can jump high or they run fast or they did a fancy dunk. Listen, the game of basketball, the game of basketball is about putting the ball in the basket. It's about putting the ball in the basket. Okay? And if a person did that so well that he founded his own 50-40-90 club, first person to ever do that. Okay, that's what I say. When I say found it, he's the first person to ever do that. That's what the game is about. Putting the ball in the basket. And he did that on a whole other level. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he can't play in today's league. Maybe they just too skilled. Maybe they just all this other stuff. I don't know. You didn't see the video, go check it out. But my bro, sitting there and watching the highlights clip by clip of LeBron James compared to Larry Bird, we all seen it. We all seen that he was in denial. He had to admit the stuff that Larry Bird was doing was crazy, especially for it to be done in the 80s. The only other person that was doing passes like that around that time was Magic Johnson. And for some odd reason, Magic Johnson still gets talked about to this day. To this day. To this day. I don't get it. Why can't my man get his flowers? Is it because he white? I mean, let's be honest here. Is it because Larry Bird's white? I mean, what other person besides Tom Brady do, you know, people that's naturally gifted with athleticism and height, I mean, jumping ability and speed, do they say is the greatest of all time outside of it being a black person? Listen, you need to take, if you are a hater, you need to take the time and go check out some of my guy Larry Bird videos. You'll learn everything you need to know. Also, check out my channel. You'll see exactly what you need to know. You go to the comments, you see people telling stories about what they seen with their own two eyes. You ain't just gotta go based off of no video. You can go based off of the experience itself up close and personal in your hand. In the meanwhile, the Caitlin Clark video I posted, I thought that would be a little bit better, get more views. But it's a start. Nothing just magically happens overnight. You got to build up that repertoire, and that's what I'm willing to do. So, new WNBA video coming out soon. Maybe another Caitlin Clark video, just because I'm fascinated. I wonder if Caitlin Clark got any like stories of her teammates telling stories about her like Larry Bird did, or is it too soon? Because we know these stories gonna be coming out when she retires. I mean, she's the next, basically all-white American superstar, and you got to give her kudos at. Speaking of Caitlin Clark, I seen her wearing a shirt. Pay us what you owe us, and I think that the women around her are taking advantage of the situation. If you're still here and you don't want to listen no more, I appreciate you standing strong. I just hope it. But anyways, I just think that Caitlin Clark is being taken advantage because we all know that when it's your time to shine, it's your time to shine. You really don't want to ruin it. And the reason why I say that is because those other WNBA players had our attention before. This is not the first time people of all genders, races, and ages have been interested in the WNBA. There has been other times the WNBA has been prime time. The thing is that the mentality didn't grow to another level when y'all had our attention. So Caitlin Clark, I really hope that you know what you're doing when you're wearing that shirt. Because if you ruin something for yourself by trying to align yourself with people that aren't working as hard as you to become the player that you became, then you are selling yourself short. Because what you fail to realize is that the market of the WNBA will always be fluctuating. They may find some consistency with a player with the Larry Bird mentality that turned into the Mamba mentality that can now be the Clark mentality. Oh my. You know, the America's favorite superheroes, Kent Clark, the Clark mentality. Oh my God. This is your opportunity to shine. And you're gonna align yourself with some people that's not working as hard as you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not minimizing the hard work that the other women do. But marketing is a part of work. I mean, it's literally something you go to school for. And unfortunately, if there wasn't a reason for sponsors to back the other women, there must be a reason why. They didn't give them a reason. So, my message to Caitlin Clark and to anybody out there that may disagree with me, please let me know. But my message to Caitlin Clark, I think she should just sit back and keep her opinion to herself, even if she do align herself. Greatness encourages other players to be great, not sit back and babysit them and listen to their whines and cries and try to figure out some way to nurture it. They know what they need to do. If they want to get the back of their people involved so they can get more viewership and more sponsorship, they need to do more. Caitlin Clark, unfortunately, you are the rare breed of the gifted people and you don't have to do much. You just play your game, but you did a lot of hard work. There's no way you became such a great basketball player with that IQ that you got that I just seen in that video that I posted and the shooting ability that you got. There's no way you became that player without hard work. And I'm not saying that the other women didn't have hard work, but maybe they didn't have as great trainers as you. Maybe they didn't have the right parents motivating them the right way, so they wasn't always focused. Maybe they started late. Maybe you started early in your 7, 8, and they started 10, 11. Who knows? But what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't think that it's smart for you to be when the pay us what you owe us because it gives off a sense of entitlement. And I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want to make it sound like I'm being a dead horse. Listen, shout out to the WNBA. Okay, I respect everything that y'all do out there, and I'm entertained. I've been watching the games. You know, the 1v1 that y'all just did, I watched. So please don't look at me like I'm being Bobby Fife. This is just constructive criticism. And sometimes constructive criticism can seem biased, rude, nasty, whatever you want to call it. But there was no, there is now. There is not. The magnifying glass is on y'all. I got 15 minutes of fame, and I really hope y'all do something with it. But I'm gonna leave it at this because the entitlement is outside of me. Just think the video of some women going to a club, okay? And they didn't get inside the club. Well, some of them got inside the club, but not all of them got inside the club. And there was a conversation between her and the bouncer. And you know what the bouncer told her? I mean, I know she told the bouncer. She said, "But we in the WNBA." Listen, everybody has to pay to get in a club. It's just what it is. It's just like going inside of a restaurant and saying, you want to get some food, or going inside the library and wanting to get a book, or maybe going to a car rental place and wanting to rent a car. Whatever you do, it is a business. And it is transactional. You have to pay something to get something. So pay us what you owe us is a pure slap. You come